Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we got all the parts to get this motor back running, hopefully. So in this box, we got a new pull rope, we got a new carburetor, and most importantly, we got a coil. Plus the little miscellaneous like fuel lines, spark plug. Spark plug is important, but I think I could have found one. But the most important part of all is this good fitting keychain. I didn't even know it came with it. I also got air filter. I'm not going to put any of that on because I don't have the brackets for that stuff. First thing I'm going to put on right out of the box is the carburetor. Or not the carburetor. This is not a carburetor. This is a really shiny, really red spark plug. Knockoff. It's a knockoff race one. Is there anything in here? Nope. So let me just go ahead and screw this in. I'm sure this is going to hit the piston because this looks like a super long spark plug. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll give it a shot. There ain't no way that's not going to hit on that. Hold on. Well, it didn't hit. Let's see if it just hit it and dented it. The spark plug I was using on here before was super. It was like a lawnmower spark plug. So if this is the right one, I was using the wrong one all along. All right. So it didn't do anything, but for some reason the plug's wet. Uh-oh. I imagine there's still a little bit of water in here, so we're gonna have to address that, or just let it work itself out. I'm just gonna let it work itself out because it's not a lot of water. I cleaned it up pretty good. So for the coil here, you simply take your ground wire, plug it into this yellow wire, which is a power wire, and then you just put that about right there, and then you just find some bolts and bolt it in, and then obviously you plug this in there. I think it's supposed to go under. What is that? I wonder what that goes to. I don't know. We'll see if it has spark, and if not, we'll mess with this stuff. Alright, so I got my coil on here, got my wires hooked up. We should now have spark. And I'm going to test this in a second. Alright, I got the side cover on here. I'm not going to put this one on here because this one's good. I just got it as a backup. But I'm going to show you how to test for spark. You got to take your spark plug back out, which in hindsight, I don't know how I ever put it in. But, you know, just simple. Plug still. Then you want to plug your spark plug into the little wire thing. And put it on your head and spin it over. I don't know if I'll be able to spin it fast enough to see if we got spark. Oh, we got spark. I saw it. Let's see. Hold on, let me see. Yep, you saw it. As you can see, we got spark. Hold on. We got spark. Let's take a look here if we got spark. Yep. We got spark, which is great. So this motor should run. Now that we know we got spark, I want to pour way too much oil in for a second. I did that way too fast, but I barely spilled it. Barely. This is about half quart. Need to get probably half quart more, but this will make sure we don't blow up the motor when starting it for the first time. Okay, just to check and see if I got enough compression, I filled this water bottle with gasoline, and I'm just going to pour a little bit down the cylinder, and by a little bit I mean a lot of it, and then just put your spark plug back in, and if you got enough compression, it'll run for like full out for a couple seconds, and then it'll die because obviously it runs out of gas in the cylinder. So we'll give it a shot here before we put the new carburetor on, in case I have to tear it back down or work on the valve some more. Oh, it hit. I'm gonna see if I can fill that bowl up by squirting gas down the actual carburetor. Hey, look at that. So I'm gonna take this carburetor off, put the new one on. I think another part of it's because I don't have this tightened down all the way, so it's leaking compression. But like I said, I'm gonna call it a win, and we'll go from here. I got my super good, definitely not gonna air leak system. This is gonna work for now because I'm gonna have a Mikuni knockoff carburetor for this that I'm gonna put on. But this is just gonna get us running. I have a gasket for it. That fits really good. We might not have to worry about an air leak because if I can get a bolt right there, no air leak. Oh, if I can get a bolt right here, no air leak. Alright, so I got the cart in the garage, or the little trike in the garage, because I am gonna have to, I found a piece of all thread where I just gotta cut it down. But if I just cut it right here, it'll work just fine. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I say that it needs that because I tried to start it and it'd only start if I squirted gas down the carburetor. And it'd be wide open like it was sucking air, which I figured that it'd need this, so I just wanted to see if it would run without it. But I'm gonna do it the right way now, which is about time because it's been running like this forever. I don't even know how it ran like this with such a big air leak. Alright, I got that off. And we have a little oil leak. It's been sitting here for 20 something minutes. I don't know if it's just loose or we have an actual bad gasket. I'm gonna focus on one thing at a time because if it's leaking oil, it's got oil. All thread has to be the most temperamental, finicky thing out there, but I finally got it. It's getting dark, but I really want to hear the sun run, so I'm gonna get this put back together, get everything tight, because this, oh my god, that didn't work. Alright, so it's completely dark. I can't get it to run any better. I'll come out here tomorrow and see if I can get it running it a little bit better. So, alright, hey guys, we're back out here. It's a new day. I leaked out all my oil and carburetor's still not fixed. But I got some gasket maker left over. I'm gonna pull the engine back off of it and get it up here on the bench and then go ahead and reseal that and see if that fixes it. And while I have it up here, I think I'm gonna just put this carburetor back on it because the old one fits a lot better than the new one as it's snapped in half. I don't know, we'll figure something out. Alright, I got the motor tipped up here and making sure, oh, we do have a little bit of gas coming out of the carb, but I have the gas off, so it should just leak out what it's got in the bowl and nothing else. But that's what I like about these, is they're super easy to take off and maintain, like the entire motor. Literally just took my bolts off. So I'm gonna get this cover off and get back with you. Even though it leaked out a lot, it still has a bunch in it, but it's super dirty and watery, so it's a good thing we cleaned it out. Got a little on my boot. It's just the garage is becoming even more of a mess. Now it's a wet mess, if that's somehow worse. Alright, so we did have a little break right here, but I think I'll just be able to put gasket maker up over that, and then maybe put a little bit over, like right here, and it should be good to go. After I clean this off, make sure it's dry, and it gets a good seal. Alright, now while this gasket sets up, I'm going to flip the motor back over and adjust a couple more things. So I got that all back together, and I was actually able to find the original air cleaner, which just slides up over here. Well, it's supposed to. Maybe it won't, but if it does, I'm going to take this carburetor off, put a little gasket maker around here and around the back to see if I can eliminate all ways air could get in, and then maybe it'll run better. And if not, I don't know, because I'll just compare those two carbs, because that's the factory carburetor. This is not the factory carburetor. This is a cheap Chinesium carburetor. I don't know, kind of stuck here, but hopefully I can get this thing to idle, because you have to get it to idle. For the way that this is set up, this has to be able to idle, or else it just takes off, and then you have a runaway three-wheeler. So I got everything back on here. Just for giggles, I put the air filter on here, even though I don't got a wing nut for it. But cross your fingers, guys, this might be it. This might be an idling running motor. I already know it runs. It might be a right running motor. Just getting this on video. Yes, I did put oil in the motor. I didn't forget this time. We're not going to blow up. And if we do blow up, it's not because there's no oil in it. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Turn our fuel on. Turn our choke on. So when you turn the choke off, it still is rough, but it was idling. Let's see if we can get it to do it. Same thing again. Still not 100% right, but for it having bent push rods and a whole bunch of other stuff wrong with it, I'm gonna call that a win. I can definitely work with that. I got a clutch coming in for it in a couple days, so stay tuned for that. But that's it for now. Peace.